Many a times is born as a result of more than what the natural capacity of the body can carry. And when the normal working of our body system gets altered, either through exposure to unhealthy living practices or when a bacterium or virus enters the body, the consequence of one falling ill from sicknesses and diseases become more real. The next line of action is to seek medical advice. Most times, the recommendation borders around antibiotics to pain relief, to symptom suitors, and many more. How plausible and realistic can one hope to get well and achieve better health and living in Nigeria given the spate of proliferation of fake and substandard drugs?
I don't think there's a state that is without circulation of fake drugs, because we still, up to date, have a very fragmented supply chain system of drugs. So it's easy to adulterate, it's easy to penetrate the drug supply and introduce fake drugs.
For several years now, this dangerous trend has persisted despite measures by successive governments to nip it in the bud.
It's just like when you catch a thief today, a new thief is also born today. They keep coming, no matter how you stop them. But I can assure you that most of the standard drug shops in Enugu are so scared of stocking fake and substandard products now because of what a lot of them suffered in our hands.
Late Dr. Dora Akunyili, a one-time Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, some years back opined that fake drugs are responsible for the growing number of cases of hypertension, heart failure, stroke, and other illnesses in the country.
You're not treating anything, you're just taking a fake placebo like water. Nothing is happening. But in cases where it's a different active ingredient that looks like the same drug, you can have different side effects. You can have vomiting, bleeding, nausea, fainting even.
While many people have died as a result of ingesting fake drugs, some persons have graciously and luckily survived.
I bought those drugs with every conviction that they are real. Then when I came home, my father started taking the drugs. After 2 days, I noticed he was developing blisters, and on his ear they were turning black with time, and interestingly they were not working. He was not getting any better.
There was a time I had a strong headache with body pains, so I was advised to go and get a paracetamol from a pharmaceutical shop, which I got. And I noticed that after taking this paracetamol for 1 week, that's taking the whole card, even getting an extra card, still the headache persisted and the body pain persisted.
The citizenry could also profit better with more enlightenment on how to avoid the pitfalls of buying and taking them.
If you buy a drug you always used to buy and the color looks a bit different now, it's one of the ways you can tell. And most drugs, especially prescription drugs, have this scratch card. So this is an SMS automation. It's a scratch card you can send whatever the number is to the number listed here, and it would authenticate it. It's a NAFDAC introduced feature, which is very brilliant.
And you put the digits in your phone and you get a reply to tell you whether this drug is fake or not.
What should the government do to curb this ugly trend?
A transparent system is exactly my advice for the government at this point.
The dangers of uncurtailed proliferation of fake and substandard drugs is one that calls for all hands to be on deck in order to guarantee the well-being of Nigerians and even the generations unborn.